And we've arrived at Novac. It's 3 o'clock in the morning or so. I should get some sleep, and there happens to be a motel right here. So I'll check out the town in the morning. Take a look at the sign, no vacancy. That's where the town gets its name. In literary terms, that's called a clipped phrase, or a clipped word. So let's check her out. Okay.
Well, welcome to...
I'm gonna get right to business.
Well, I think that's a fine idea. I'll give you a...
Sounds good.
Your room will...
This seems awfully expensive, but you essentially get the room forever, so you might as well take it. Did I see what I thought I saw? Yeah, it's Victor. It is.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit if it ain't my old friend from Good Springs.
I knew I was going to get some crack from him. All right. Okay, I've already talked to him before, so we'll just say, nice to see a friendly face. Now, you know, I already have a companion,
That's
so...
a mighty fine offer, but I'm going to need to consult.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't think you're able to make him a companion, so... Open the gate. There we go. And my room is, she said upstairs, I think. There it is. Okay, so sleeping is a pretty basic, aw, thank you. Let's get him over there. Sleeping is a basic operation. Okay, and I decided to fast forward so I wouldn't bore you with the sleep pattern. So now anything in this room is ours, and we can also use this safe to store stuff in, and anything that's left over from the last tenant you can grab. So let's go out. And this should only take a second. And here's Novac by day. There's the dinosaur. We'll have to visit that dinosaur in just a minute, but I wanted to go out here. By the way, Novac isn't the only town that based their name on a sign. There was one in Fallout 3. The town was called Arifu, and it was based on a sign that had the word caution on it, and the C and the L fell off, or it faded away. Anyway, this is the workbench, and this is the reloading bench. And this whole thing is a gas station. So it's pretty easy to find those things if you need to use them. Be careful, you steal these things if you pick them up, so, except for that, for some reason. Okay. Yeah, you just have to be careful, unless you're okay with losing karma, because that's what happens every time you steal something. Okay, there's some people starting to walk around. And I'm not going to bore you by searching every single building, but definitely search every building here. And only take things if you're okay with stealing. I'm playing the kind of character that doesn't like stealing unless it's absolutely necessary, so I'm just not going to be stealing much here. Okay, there's this shack I wanted to show you, and there's this guy called No-Bark, and he's pretty crazy.
Who sent you? Huh?
Okay, so let's make a little conversation with him, but I'll kind of fast forward. Okay, what's been going on in town?
There's been things of a disturbing nature going on at the McBride Corral.
All right.
Seems every night one of their herd meets a most unnatural death. And always there's holes all over the body.
Okay, so someone's
Chupacabra,
livestock is being slaughtered.
Vampire, says No-Bark. Well, says No-Bark, we got a chupacabra with...
So he thinks it's a ghostly chupacabra killing the livestock, so...
I come face to face with the chupacabra himself when he was
okay.
the best. Hey, what else?
Boy, that's a lot of conversation. And then anything interesting happening in the area.
Folks will tell you that they seen ghouls up near the rocket factory.
Okay, so he mentions the rocket factory.
Sensationalist hooey. cooked up by superstitious yokels, seeing...
So it adds a marker to the map, and here's our main quest. So we do have to visit the rocket factory. It's a fairly important location.
Let me know if you meet anyone suspicious.
All right. And you can wait for him to leave, and then you can search through his things. I can't help myself. I have to do this. It's just asking for a stick of dynamite. And let's see, what else can we search here? I think there's some things up here. Yeah, if you're into... Well, that was empty. You'll have to just search it yourself. There's something of interest in there, but I didn't see it. Don't forget the mailboxes too. There's magazines and mailboxes. So while we're still here, we can try out that little task that he mentioned. Someone's killing Brahmin at night, the chupacabra, so maybe we can find out more about that. And these are the Brahmin that he's talking about. If you remember, these are from Fallout 3, the two-headed Brahmin. Okay, and the farmer lives in here, obviously.
Look who's here.
Well, she doesn't know who I am.
Hey there. In from out of town, ain't you? Name's Dusty.
Yes. Okay. So
Blues and don't describe it. It's a massacre.
yes. So you make conversation with him about the massacre.
Every night around midnight, Alice and I wake up to something. But it...
There's the cue. He says every night around midnight. So we offer to help.
We'd be grateful. Especially if you find them before they...
All right.
So long.
So there's who I am. And that task is to wait until midnight and intercept whatever is killing these Brahmin. So maybe a good place to wait would be like by this rock, and we'll crouch like that. And now we can wait until just before midnight. So it's 10:39 now. If we wait 13 hours, that puts us to 11:39. So I'm going to wait, and I'll pick up with the next, or I'll pause it for a second so you don't have to go through all this. And it looks like I have minor dehydration now, so let's take care of that really quick while we're waiting. There. Might as well drink too. Okay, and oh, I forgot to check the time. You can get that in data. Okay, we've only got a few minutes to go. And we might as well get a good weapon ready. I'm just guessing. And let's see how fast time is going by. Oh yeah. So supposedly one of these Brahmin will be slaughtered in just a few minutes. And Eddie might detect it before I do. There. And he's cloaked, which is why the crazy guy thought that it was a chupacabra. But this is not a chupacabra. Well, he doesn't seem to care about me, so that was a grave mistake. Alright, so there's our engagement. What the hell is he doing? Oh, I see what he's doing. He's trying to recover. And now he's going to charge down the railroad. Damn. Okay, another sloppy battle, but at least I won. Now take the minigun. there's the first appearance of the minigun, which is like a handheld Gatling cannon. And of course that weighs me down like a ton of bricks. Get over here. We're gonna throw some stuff in him for right now at least. Let's put the minigun in there because I noticed its condition is practically broken, so we can't use it right now anyway. And we saved the remaining Brahmin, or whatever little is left of his herd. So now we go in and we can tell him that we killed the chupacabra.
Howdy. Find anything? Well, I don't know how you've done it, but I do know how I
can.
And help yourself to anything in that freezer over here.
Okay, so we got 75 bottle caps, and we've got unlimited access to whatever's in the icebox. Oh, and we're accepted by the town of Novac now. That's good. So let's just take him up on that and grab... Oh, it was Brahmin steak. Good. Okay. And that's all for that. Why don't we end this video here, and then we'll pick up with the next one in the morning.